What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Fact Finder. Today, we've got an explosive topic that's making headlines and shaking up the entire world. You may have already heard that former U.S. President Donald Trump was the target of an assassination attempt during an election rally. But what happened afterward is something that defies all expectations and raises countless questions. How did he survive? What are the theories behind this attack? And what could be the possible consequences for the global landscape and, of course, the American elections? If you're a fan of politics, conspiracy theories, or simply like to stay updated on the most impactful events around the world, you can't miss this video. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to stay up to date with all our updates. Because today, we're going to dive deep into the details of this assassination attempt, the wildest speculations, and the developments that could change the course of history. Ready? Then let's get started. The event. Donald Trump, the always controversial figure and former president of the United States, is once again in the race for the presidency, this time as the Republican Party's candidate. At a critical moment in the election, he found himself in Butler County, Pennsylvania, a key battleground state that was still up for grabs, where Trump was determined to win the support of the local population. It was an apparently ordinary afternoon. The clock read around 6:15 p.m., and Trump, as usual, was in the middle of one of his fiery speeches when something unexpected and terrifying happened. Suddenly, the unmistakable sound of gunfire echoed through the air. In a matter of seconds, Trump, known for his unshakable confidence, instinctively ducked, a quick reaction that likely saved his life. Panic spread like wildfire through the crowd attending the rally, with people dropping to the ground and screams of fear breaking the atmosphere. Chaos engulfed the event, and what was supposed to be just another political speech turned into a nightmare scenario. The attack. Secret Service agents acted immediately, surrounding Trump to shield him from further gunfire. No one knew exactly what was happening, but the tension in the air was palpable. Everything seemed to be happening in slow motion as the reality of the attack became increasingly clear. When Trump finally stood up, the spectators and his team saw something that left them even more shocked. Blood was trickling from his ear, signaling that he had been hit. At that moment, what could have been a tragedy turned into a miracle, leaving everyone stunned by the unfolding events. The shooter. But who was behind such a bold and dangerous act? The answer came swiftly. The FBI identified the shooter as Thomas Math Crooks, a 20-year-old. What makes this case even more intriguing is that Crooks, contrary to what many might imagine, was not a criminal with a dark past. On the contrary, he was a seemingly ordinary young man with no criminal record, living his life without raising suspicion. And an even more surprising detail, Crooks was a registered Republican, someone who, in theory, should support Donald Trump, not attempt to take his life. Armed with a semi-automatic AR-15 rifle, one of the most lethal weapons in circulation, Crooks positioned himself on the roof of an industrial building approximately 120 meters away from the stage where Trump was speaking. This distance, for an experienced shooter, is ideal for ensuring accuracy and lethality. He carefully chose his position, utilizing the height and clear view to have a clean line of fire, free from obstacles. The attack was clearly planned in advance. Crooks knew exactly where to position himself and the precise moment to strike. The AR-15 rifle he used is known for its power and precision, meaning that even from 120 meters away, he could easily hit his target with deadly accuracy. However, despite all this preparation, Crooks failed to complete his mission. As soon as the shots were fired, Secret Service agents, trained to handle high-tension situations, sprang into action. Among them, a strategically positioned sniper managed to locate the source of the shots and, in a split second, neutralize Crooks. The young shooter was eliminated before he could fire any more shots, averting what could have been an even greater tragedy. The elimination of the shooter, however, left many questions in the air. Who was Thomas Math Crooks really? What motivated a young man with no criminal history and seemingly aligned politically with Trump to attempt to kill him? Did he act alone, or was he being manipulated by larger forces? These are questions that still have no definitive answers, but will certainly continue to intrigue everyone as the investigation unfolds. Consequences and impact. Immediately following the attack, the top priority was to ensure Donald Trump's safety. He was quickly taken for specialized medical care, while the chaos at the rally site gradually gave way to a mix of shock and relief. The people present were still trying to process what they had just witnessed. A former U.S. president, in the midst of his campaign, narrowly escaping an assassination attempt right before their eyes. The image of Trump, with his bloodied ear, firmly holding the American flag, has become one of the most iconic scenes of this campaign. It conveys a blend of vulnerability and resilience, something his supporters swiftly turned into a symbol of strength and perseverance. In this highly polarized moment in American politics, this scene has become a powerful emblem of his campaign. The attack undoubtedly had a significant impact on the dynamics of the election. Trump's already considerable popularity surged even higher following the incident. Many draw parallels between what happened to Trump and the attempt on former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro in 2018, when he too survived an assassination attempt during his campaign. Like Bolsonaro, Trump is now seen by many as a survivor who literally faced death in his political struggle. The attack also sparked a wave of support among his followers, who see him as a strong and resilient leader capable of overcoming extreme adversity. Moreover, the event intensified the fervor of his base, which is now more mobilized than ever, not only to support Trump, but to ensure his return to power. Opinion polls began to show a shift, with Trump gaining ground rapidly, something that could have a decisive impact on the election. On the other hand, the attack also cast a shadow over the security of election campaigns and raised questions about the heightened political tensions in the United States in recent years. The assassination attempt highlighted how divided the nation is and how political violence has become a real threat. Experts and politicians across the ideological spectrum are discussing the implications of this event and what it means for the future of American democracy. It is still early to predict all the consequences of this attack, but one thing is certain: the assassination attempt on Donald Trump will be remembered as a pivotal moment in this election and perhaps in U.S. political history. Now it remains to be seen how this event will shape the country's political future and what will follow in the coming weeks and months. Conspiracy theories. As expected, an event of such magnitude quickly became fertile ground for various conspiracy theories. In times of extreme political polarization and widespread mistrust, it didn't take long for people to start questioning what really happened at the rally in Pennsylvania. One of the most discussed theories is that the attack was actually a false flag operation. According to this theory, the attack was planned and executed by Trump's own supporters or close associates, with the goal of generating a significant boost in popularity for the former president. The logic behind this is straightforward. By surviving an assassination attempt, Trump would position himself as an even more resilient and combative figure, strengthening his image among voters and rallying his base around a narrative of survival and struggle against the elites. On the other hand, there are those who believe the attack was orchestrated by Trump's political rivals, particularly current President Joe Biden and his allies. This theory suggests that the attack was a desperate attempt to eliminate Trump from the race, as he is seen as a real threat to Biden's re-election. Proponents of this theory argue that the execution of such a bold and well-planned attack indicates a deeper conspiracy involving powerful figures willing to do anything to ensure Biden's victory. Of course, we can't overlook the theory that Trump himself may have planned the attack. According to this line of thought, the former president orchestrated the assassination attempt as a maneuver to strengthen his position in the election. Supporters of this theory point out that the attack allowed Trump to shift media focus away from any controversies or scandals that could harm him while simultaneously winning sympathy from undecided voters. Additionally, more extreme and less substantiated theories have emerged. Some people believe that Trump is the target of a global conspiracy involving powerful satanic elites and abusers who are trying to prevent his return to power. This theory connects with existing conspiracy narratives, such as the deep state theory, which claims that a secret group within the government is manipulating political events to maintain control. Despite all these speculations, the official version provided by the FBI is that the attack was a lone assassination attempt carried out by a solitary shooter, Thomas Math Crooks, who acted on his own. But as always happens with high-profile events, the truth can be overshadowed by a flood of theories and misinformation, and it is up to each of us to decide which versions to believe. Regardless, what happened in Pennsylvania has already made its mark on history, and its repercussions will continue to be debated for a long time. And you, what do you think about all this? Was it a miracle, a conspiracy, or just a bizarre coincidence? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. This is one of those historic moments that no one should miss. See you next time, everyone. Thanks for watching.